Yeah, the world is open to everybody. So it is you to swim across the world. Everywhere there is passion. So bring your passion, have a good dream, and let it be a positive dream. We educate minds and we nurture the hearts. We always compare our college with the top 10 colleges in the city of Madras. We have a wonderful lab, we have a beautiful library, and wherein all the children, they'll be encouraged to go to the library. We have a structured laboratory, whether it is biochemistry or microbiology or computer science, whether it's for BCA or BSc computer science, we have a very good computer lab. And apart from that, we focus more on sports also. You could have seen the basketball court. It's in a very national standard. Every year we conduct competitions for the school level as well as for the college level. So we have is a NRD founded from the NRD Foundation. So that's what I can advise my children.
We are at the cusp of an era where education is having to make monumental leaps to keep up with the changing trends, the trends that are changing so quickly that we cannot even keep a tab of. To speak about it, I'm joined by Dr. P.E.R. Premchand, the Joint Secretary of Annai Violet College of Arts and Sciences. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah.
Just to add to my intro, and you may have already guessed the context,
Okay.
AI, automation, and everything else around this particular phase
Yeah.
is really adding another dimension in the minds of educators, of administrators, and you especially being at a chair where you have to deal with the day-to-day activities of a college. How are you dealing with it, and what are you doing that the students of this college in particular can stay up with the trends?
Yeah, thank you very much. This is a very powerful question from your side. Automation and AI, yes, definitely they rule nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, our college focuses more on adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do for AI and automation and tech savvy as well as innovative things. They think innovative way. So that is one of the trend, in our colleges. We train the children so that they will be adaptable to the latest trends, what is happening in and around of the society. And apart from that, what we do in the colleges, we have our own system of incorporating the latest technologies into the curriculum.
Okay.
That's what we do. And apart from that, we have on-the-spot study of automation and AI. And not only that, there is a lot of technological advancement in our institution. For example, what I would say is, it's like hands-on training. We do a lot of hands-on training, and subject-oriented training are given to the children so that they can focus more on to the latest trends of the things. That's what we do in automation as well as in AI in our institution.
While technology dominates the overall day-to-day activities these days, it's very important for the students to also be very, very grounded and real in the sense of what's coming ahead for them. How do you keep them grounded and get them prepared for the the unnatural, the unwavering, the unforeseeable things in life?
Okay. What we do is we have add-on courses, subject related. All the subject. For example, I can say even in the AI, we have a kind of diploma course that's happening in our campus actually. So what we do is particularly all subject related courses only we relate to the AI and automation because that's the latest trend. So that is the way we travel together.
So while AI, automation, technology kind of dominates a lot of what we do these days, especially students, they're mostly on their screens, large screens, small screens, computer,
Yes.
laptop, phones of different sizes. The other side of all of that is a kind of a toll on their mental health. It's a good thing. We've obviously progressed as a society where it's no longer a taboo and we can freely speak about it. I'm also hearing, and it's great that your college in particular has taken a certain initiatives that you're not just focused on the academics, but also how a student might think and how a student might need the mental space to speak out. Would you like to add a little bit of light to that?
Yes, exactly. Mental health plays a very important role in our institution, because what I strongly believe is it is the foundation actually, for that, for the growth of the children. It is the foundation. We personally feel that like that. And we give chance for the children to come out with their own problems, open talk, like open communication we do inside the classroom, as well as sometimes we have a very supportive team of teachers here working for this mental wellness. They call them, they talk to them, and they give them a kind of space for them. And apart from that, we have an open communication, what I told you just now. Open communication, we ask them to bring in more relevant topics so that they can come and do the work here itself, so that the mental wellness comes in. See, for example, I can give you two important things what had happened in our institution. We had 2 Guinness World Recorded exclusively for the children. One is, we had a garland. We made a garland with around more than 2 lakhs of flowers to propagate world peace.
Okay.
So that is one thing that mentally, children were very much prepared to burst out from their own worries and other things. That's we feel. The second one is, we did no plastics, no to plastics. So we made a world's longest plastic bottle.
Okay.
We collected, and the children, they were able to do that one. So as you rightly pointed out, the mental stress is very important nowadays.
Yeah.
So children, they have come out now in our institution because of these things that what we have followed right now. And as I told you, we have a very supportive, strong team from the teacher side, so that they really come out with strong things.
Right. And it's not just got to do with, like I mentioned, the screen sizes and the screen time that children these days have to, they kind of have to consume. Not have to, but they choose to consume.
Yeah.
But I think since, students come from different backgrounds, different stories, they might just carry their different sense of emotional baggage, especially given COVID, because most of these college students who are right now, trying to make a mark for themselves in education, they happen to come from a background in school where they probably had to just attend classes online, for maybe longer than 24, 36 months, and that just plays a different role on your psyche.
Yes.
So in that regard, do you think, I don't want to put the onus on students in this regard, as an institute, as a college, do you think that you've also had to unlearn certain habits, unlearn certain traditions, and kind of adapt to a different format where you can just kind of reach out to them in a better way and make them feel more secure, more safe, and more give them a platform to maybe just speak up?
Yes. Well, I was on the verge of forgetting these online classes.
I'm sorry to comment. I'm sorry to jog up your memory on that.
But one thing is very clear, during the time of pandemic, children were isolated. They felt very lonely owing to these online classes. But in our institution, after this pandemic, for the past 4 years, what we have, 4 or 5 years, what we have done is, we tell them very clearly is, go in depth, not in speed. This is our mantra, that what I have taught them. What I mean by here, let them learn through these online classes what can be done in a proper way. And apart from that, as you rightly said, here we practice, learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Yeah.
That's what we do here in the campus. So what I personally feel is, nowadays children, they have come out with that kind of stress also, because here what we practice is, all Saturdays we have online classes.
Okay.
The reason is, most of the children, they go for work, part-time work, some students. So they felt these online classes will be better. But at the same time, the online classes are once again repeated here in the classroom itself. Once again. The reason is, sometimes some children, they are not able to adapt to the online classes.
Right.
So what we did is, we will be having a regular classes in the same topic or in the same subject, so that we have balanced actually with these online classes too.
Infrastructure is not the only criteria for a college to kind of stand out. Of course, what really makes the college stand out is the core principles, the values, and everything else around it. And this is more like a personal question, is what I'm asking you, that while the infrastructure and everything else around it is obviously an added bonus for a college, what do you think you've had to do other than that to kind of make a student stand out, really, to make a student feel more accepted?
I think infrastructure, when you talk about infrastructure is also very important.
It is.
At the same time, it's not only the infrastructure that means. So what we do inside our campus is beyond that, we think a lot. What we do is the major focus will be towards character building. So that's what we do, character building. And apart from that, we have lot of clubs and cells which caters to the needs of the children. Because when they go or step out of the campus, they do lot because they have their own ambition. And not only that, they develop leadership also. And they take a kind of social responsibility. So that's what we train the children during these club activities. During the club activities, I can give you one example. There is one boy from our institution. He's a great, speaker nowadays in the public.
Okay.
He developed because not only the training because of the teachers, but he did a wonderful job in learning so many things from outside also. So the college gives them a kind of support, self-support to the children so that they can come out successfully because they are going to face the world and large at the society.
That's a beautiful thing that you just mentioned. And the word that I want to pick on is responsibility. Because the students, as I understand, especially in Annai Wallet, they come from different walks of life.
Yes.
And one of the things that I absolutely loved about them in particular is most of them being the first generation learners. You know, the first in their families, just to add to context to the viewers, the first in their families to actually be able to go to college. Obviously, these folks will come with a lot of expectations. But then as an institution, as a college, it just adds a little bit of responsibility on your shoulders as well, because you become the gateway to their exposure. So how does that dynamic play out? How do you, as an educator, what is your responsibility that you sense?
So the college was started in the year 1997.
Okay.
So our chairman was very clear because all the first generation students must be admitted here. The reason is this area, Ambattur area, is a hub of industrial area. It's a hub of industries. So what we cater to the needs of the first generation. So as I rightly said, 47% I have seen personally. And what happens, these children in our college, they come out with the barriers. They break the barriers.
Yeah.
Not only they break the barriers, apart from that, there is a resilience in them. They come back with the situation, what is happening inside at home.
Yeah.
So they come back. And apart from that, these children, particularly the first generation, they have a very strong ambition. So the ambitions are being fulfilled because what I personally feel is these first generation children, they reflect the soul of India.
Yeah.
So we do, and not only that, they diverse, and apart from that, they are determined, and apart from that, they are hopeful that they will go to the society in a perfect way.
Yeah.
But I don't find now any difference between the first generation and other guys here. Now they have come up, they have learned, they are doing wonderful in our institution.
The moment they enter the campus, they have a life. You prepare them for exams, you prepare them for everything else. There's curriculum, there's academia. But then there's this unpredictability of life as well. What are you doing in specific to kind of get them ready for this aspect of life?
Okay, it's not like, only the textbook or only the examination. It matters.
Yeah.
We build them confidence first. And we give them a lot of academic knowledge for them and adaptability and a lot of resilience is there. And we have a skill-based training here.
Okay.
That is our special course actually. Skill-based courses, and we have a lot of soft skills courses. And our children, as I rightly told you earlier, first generation, they find it very difficult to speak in English or communicate in the proper way. So there is a communication skills classes going on in our institution.
Okay.
So particularly the English department, they come out with a lot of textbooks, special textbooks, particularly in grammar and so on. And we incorporate that into the syllabus, and the children, especially who comes from this generation, first generation, they are given that kind of particular training. So it's not that only we cater only to the textbooks or only to the examination. Beyond that, we do a lot of value education for the children. Okay. Not only value education, at the time, on the spot practical visit to the industries.
Okay.
So that they will have hand-on experience.
The next step, obviously, the next step, expectations, as rightly that seeps into the minds of students is placements.
Yeah, I'm very proud to say that last year, in the third year, we had 100%. We had 674 students. All the 674 students were placed.
Oh.
So that's a 100% placement in our institution. The reason is, we give a kind of training to them. Prior to the placement, we give a kind of training, placement training. We bring in experts, experts from various companies. We bring HRs here. So they give them good training for them.
Okay.
Why I insist on this training, these children, they are not exposed to that kind of training. And they come from middle class family, upper middle class family, lower middle class family. This is what I have seen for the past 25 years in our institution. So we just give them a kind of boost, how to face the interview, how to go ahead with the placement. So all the fellows, all the third year students, they got placement. So that is the proudest thing actually.
That's wonderful to know. Sir, I want to go back to one of the pointers that I was making earlier, which was about screen times and everything else, because a larger chunk of what consumes their screen time is obviously social media, and social media, I mean, while there might be a lot of upsides to it, for a student, the direct downsides happen to be the dropping attention spans. We as folks, even the adults, the grown-ups, are used to short video content and then swiping ups and everything else.
Yes.
So in an era like that, to cater to students who have very, very low thresholds for attention, how do you kind of make sure that, you're adding substance to their learning and you're actually making them learn something meaningful and creating a craft that largely helps them build a future?
Yeah, it's a right question. Social media, actually, we had some problem earlier. Just 4 years back, children, they used to bring the mobile inside the classroom. They took photographs, they share with WhatsApp and messages and something like that, even while the classes were going on. So we, from the management side, we thought a while, and then we said something is happening with this social media. So what we formed a team actually, in the sense, as I told you in the beginning, to have a understandable social media. What I mean by understandable media means to know what is good and what is bad. So let them be trained in that one. So what we did is, slowly we actually, we focused our intention towards lifelong learning. Lifelong learning means through social media, how can you learn? What best you can learn. So just throw away all the bad things and do the good things. So slowly students were used to that, in the sense we had mentorship. So each teacher we gave 20 students. So that teacher will take care of these 20 students and they will personally see to that this social media doesn't overcome them. So, but we had some problem at home also. But inside the campus, we were so careful, we were very careful that it doesn't dominate them. So we were able to manage so far. That's what we are doing inside our campus, in social media particularly.
Would you be interested in walking us through what the infra offers at large in the campus, because it's a large campus that the parts of it even we may not have been able to see.
To make it very simple, here what we do is we educate minds and we nurture the hearts. Okay, we not through the minds but within hearts only. But here we have all the infrastructure. We always compare our college with the top 10 colleges in the city of Madras. What we do is, whenever we find time, we improve ourselves, particularly the management. And the children are focused towards good curriculum and good ethics, and we give them good infrastructure. We have a wonderful lab, we have a beautiful library, and wherein all the children, they'll be encouraged to go to the library. That is one. Then we have a structured laboratory. in our institution, whether it is biochemistry or microbiology or computer science, whether it's for BCA or BSc computer science, we have a very good computer lab. And apart from that, we focus more on sports also. I think you could have traveled with me, you could have seen the basketball court. It's in a very national standard. So what we do is every year we conduct competitions for the school level as well as for the college level. So we have is a NRD founder from the NRD Foundation, who is our chairman is the founder of that foundation. So we conduct a lot of games, and we also take a lot of, proud in the sense like in the University of Madras also, we stand number 1 in lot of sports activities. And apart from that, we have a lot of scholarships also, apart from the government scholarship like Non-Mudalvan and Pudumai Pen. These are the 2 schemes from the government side. But we have a foundation by name NRD Foundation, through which we cater to the needs of the poor people. Those who are not able to pay the fees, we take care of them, we do things with them. We help them in all the ways actually. And we have a very powerful extracurricular activities team here, and the club activities, particularly NCC. We had a tough time. We were running from post to pillar to get this NCC. Finally, we got it. This is our 3rd year actually. So we have a very strong team wherein I can boldly say after joining this NCC, I could see children in well-mannered way, disciplined way. I could see that one. And we also have rovers and rangers, women's cells, and so many activities takes place here which cater to the needs of the children.
At a day and age where students, where parents have a lot of expectations just to be able to find a life for themselves, what would you be telling a parent sitting across a table, with eyes full of hopes and expectations for their child? As an educator, what would you be telling them?
Yeah, the world is open to everybody. So it is you to swim across the world. And everywhere there is passion. So bring your passion, have a good dream, and let it be a positive dream. And I don't want our children to stop within a degree level. They can go beyond that. We have a lot of facilities nowadays. Even they can go to the foreign land for their own higher education. And the companies are open nowadays. I could see one of my students, he has gone to a company where he earns more than 1 lakh. So why I am saying this one? So the world is open to you. So everybody, you can face this world with courage and with not with any disappointment, with all appointment with the world. So that's what I can advise my children.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us and for shedding light on all these topics. I think it really makes way for great future of these students, and I think it's really promising and fulfilling to see them being prepared, especially coming from where they're coming from.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to
Thank you for
be
being
with you. Thank you. Thank you so much.